Have you heard of keto?
I want to do keto.
Keto is amazing.
Keto is the best thing that has ever happened to me.
Tebow on keto.
I plan to stick to keto.
Keto.
On the keto diet, I eat whatever I like.
You can't go anywhere or talk to anyone without hearing that word, keto. And listen, half your relatives are on the keto diet. The other half say they can't wait to start. But have you ever wondered if you or your friends and family are doing keto all wrong? Today, we have the answer. Take a look at these photos. They're flooding Instagram, right? Under the hashtag dirty keto. And they're saying, for example, look at this one. It says tacos with a taco shell made from fried cheese. I mean, it looks good, but could you lose weight with that? How about this one? This one says a plate full of convenience store snacks. And this is really fantastic. Even a pizza pie with all fried cheese crust. And they're still losing weight. So what's the catch? Nutrition expert and best-selling author Josh Axe is here. Dr. Axe is going to help us figure this out. Because I think a lot of us are doing keto. Either they didn't do it the right way to begin with, or they've tipped into dirty keto. So I want you, if you can, explain to us what regular keto is and what dirty keto is so we know what we're really doing to ourselves.
Yeah, so regular keto, Dr. Oz, is number one, we want to get clean sources of protein. Wild-caught fish, grass-fed beef, legumes and beans. And then the big part of the diet is 75% healthy fat. Avocados, coconut, cacao, dark chocolate, nuts and seeds, flax seeds. We should be doing loads and loads of healthy fats. And then our 5% carbs here, and that's part of the key of getting into keto. Is you lower the carbs, your body gets in that fat burning zone, but those carbs, you want them to come from nutrient-dense vegetables loaded with vitamins and minerals. That's really the key to doing it the right way.
This is a healthy diet no matter how you mix up the macronutrients. Okay, what is dirty keto?
So now dirty keto, here's the surprising thing. It's the exact same macros, but you're just getting the completely wrong food in your diet. For instance, we see this on Instagram, but your 20% of your proteins are coming from conventional beef and pork and bacon. And, a lot of your fat is coming from processed dairy and cheese. And then your 5% carbs are coming from things like low-carb pizza that's full of preservatives and other chemicals. So not good. It's really dirty.
All right, so now we know dirty versus clean. And some people own it, right? You dive right into the dirty version of keto. And I see those posts all the time. You're very proud of it. But other people have tipped in to being in dirty keto and haven't even appreciated it. You've seen a lot of confusion amongst your patients. What are they saying to you?
Yeah, well, one of the things I see pretty frequently, for instance, I had a patient come in and he said, Dr. Axe, I'm on this new thing called the keto diet. And I said, hey, that's great. Where'd you learn about it? He said, social media. And I said, well, what are you eating for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? And I promise you, this is what he was eating. Okay. For breakfast, butter, bacon, and eggs. For lunch, he would do a bacon burger. And for dinner, ready?
Yes.
A bacon burger.
Oh, my goodness.
That was his entire diet.
Was he losing weight?
Here's the thing is he was losing weight. He did. He lost about 15 pounds in 30 days. But here's the thing. He was still sick on the inside. He was bloated. He was fatigued. He wasn't feeling well. I then got him on eating the real keto diet the right way. He continued to lose weight and continued to see even better results.
All right, come on, I want you to meet someone. Debbie's here because she's thinking about keto. She sees all these delicious high-fat foods on Instagram like the rest of us. And you want to know a little bit more about this. Does dirty keto work? Is it safe? You just told us a patient of yours lost 15 pounds, so it does seem to work. Debbie, what does dirty keto mean to you? What's the appeal?
Going through a fast food joint, drive-through. This is what dirty keto, means to me. It's a quick, easy food that you could just take the bun off the meat and you're set to go.
So let me walk you through some of the things I get concerned about when I hear people pull into a fast food joint, get the burger without the bun, and think they're on keto. And a lot of you hearing about this with family members and yourselves, eating unhealthy food and worrying about the saturated fats. That could be a concern. It has always been a concern. It could be really an issue for your heart. So let's go inside an artery and show you what is the big issue for doctors. Now, the arteries inside the heart, they're a passageway to life. They bring nourishing blood to everywhere. The lining is very thin. If it starts to get thickened because you're building up plaque over time, and especially if you have inflammation, watch what happens. The inflamed plaque is prone to this, a rupture. It gets irritated. And that little plaque begins to pull off. Now you've got an open scab inside the body. Body wants to heal that scab. It starts to put blood in there because you're inflamed. And that scab now blocks off the artery completely so no blood can get through and feed the heart. Same thing can happen in the brain. It can happen in other organs, leading to strokes and heart attacks. But if heart disease feels like something way off in the future, well, don't worry about that because you're losing weight. You're feeling good now, right? While eating a diet full of pork rinds, I hear you. This doesn't seem like it's an urgent issue, but denying yourself the micronutrients, the good stuff in food, could be affecting your body right this minute. And I want you to introduce you to someone that I care a lot about, one of my producers, Sasha, who has discovered this the hard way.
I know.
Now,
Hi, guys.
if I can brag on Sasha for a second, wonderful mother, wanted to lose some weight, went on dirty keto about 4 months ago. We've been hearing about it. We've been just watching her on Instagram, and that's why I've been able to identify what you're eating. How much weight did you lose?
33 pounds in about 4 months. Wow. But when I first started the keto plan, I was all in, doing it right, eating the healthy fats, but then life happens. And then I started going for the shortcuts, going on Instagram, seeing that you can, fry up some cheese or eat some bacon, do the pork rinds. I'd never had pork rinds before, and I thought, oh my God, I can have this on keto. So even though I did continue to lose the weight, I was feeling more tired. I was feeling bloated even. And I just noticed that I needed to kind of like switch back and get back on the right track.
Dr. Axe, concerns about pork rinds and a lot of other things that she's posting, by the way. Go check her out.
Oh yeah, check out my Instagram. I'm eating the bacon, the pork rinds, because I'm on the go and I'm running fast. But on Instagram, they're like, these are keto friendly. So then I get excited.
Yeah, well, I think one of the things to know is that some of the symptoms you're talking about, you mentioned the bloating, the lack of energy, those are symptoms of what we call keto flu, which is really common, and that can happen even when you're doing the keto diet the right way, but typically the symptoms are less severe. When you're doing dirty keto, the symptoms get exacerbated, and it can even lead to other health problems like constipation, dehydration, other flu-like symptoms. So we not only want people to lose weight, we want people to be healthy on the inside, getting those vitamins and minerals to help nourish our organs.
So I get, we haven't done big medical studies to prove all this yet, but you mentioned inflammation. That was the issue with the heart attacks. Nutrient deficiencies, skin disorders.
Yeah, these are really common. Inflammation is a major cause of arthritis, heart disease, chronic pain. When we're talking about some of the other conditions, nutritional deficiency, you can be deficient in vitamin B12, your energy vitamin, magnesium, and zinc for your immune system. And also, here's the big thing, rebounding weight gain. A lot of people, when they're not doing this as a lifestyle, eating these real foods, they will gain the weight back really quickly.
That's the thing too, the weight kind of like halted when I'm in that like dirty, like in a rush phase and I'm not really thinking about what I'm eating. The weight kind of does halt, the weight loss.
So what changes do you recommend to Sasha and others so they can keep losing the weight or stabilize wherever they want to be without tipping in the dirty keto?
Well, here's the truth is people can do the keto diet the right way and eat amazing and delicious foods. Some of my favorite things I've had my patients do is I've had them consume things like almond butter with some really dark chocolate. Ooh, that's delicious. That's guacamole is a really high-fat, healthy food. And then also, there are recipes online. Now, some are really bad, the fried cheese, but there are recipes for keto chocolate chip cookies, keto pancakes, keto brownies, where they're using almond flour, coconut oil, natural sweeteners. In fact, I have a lot of those, foods in my book. You can find a lot online. But again, there's a right way to do keto that can still taste delicious.
Yeah, I want to lose weight. I just don't want to be tired or feel bloated.
I want you working even harder if it's impossible.
Yeah. I know. I need more energy.
Dr. Axe's new book's called Keto Diet. It's coming out in February. Check out our Instagram story right now. Dr. Axe has been posting lots of great keto recipes and hacks you will not want to miss. Take advantage of all these resources. Up next, the antidote to dirty keto. Montel Williams, my friend, is sharing his clean keto meal plan you will not want to miss. We just talked about the wrong way to do keto, but some revolutionary research taking the medical community by storm is showing doing keto the right way can not only result in weight loss, which I know you love, right, but may even help fight diseases like cancer and diabetes, even neurological conditions. Some doctors are even praising this type of ketogenic lifestyle with actually giving your brain more power. That I love. My friend Montel Williams says he's living proof keto can improve your health. And he's teamed up with an impressive group of experts to show you how in his new documentary series, The Real Skinny on Fat. Take a look.
Very bright students come in and they think, like the rest of us, that consuming fat equals fat.
Anything we decide to mass produce, we start getting hurt the second you start eating it.
How did we get to the point where 2/3 of our society is overweight or obese? What happened?
So you're very rarely going to find people in ketosis today. And the consequences of that is a whole range of chronic diseases.
Obesity is now the greatest source of inflammation in our body, and inflammation is the common factor of cancer, heart disease, stroke, Alzheimer's disease, diabetes, and others.
The goal is to become really good at burning fat and to become so efficient that you don't need to eat a lot of food.
The cancer cells really aren't adapted to be able to use ketones, where our brain functions very well on ketones.
Not just obesity, not just diabetes, Alzheimer's, autoimmune disorders, cancers, every disease you can name.
When I went to the doctor in 2000, I got the typical diagnosis: stand by, get ready to die. I mean, literally, they had the nerve to look me in the face and say that.
My friend Montel Williams is with us.
Good to be here, my friend. Thank you. Thank you for sharing this information.
Yeah, let me brag on you for a second.
Sir.
2000, right?
Sir.
He's diagnosed with multiple sclerosis.
Yes, sir.
Not told much about what he could do that would make it better because we didn't know much.
Told I was going to have a 15% less life expectancy, so I should really be dead now.
Yeah.
So that's crazy.
And then just this year,
Yes,
you had a
sir.
life-threatening stroke. After all that, you've been able to walk out here. You're the person I've always known and loved, which is remarkable. And you argue the keto diet is part of this.
I think it's because of the protection, the neuroprotection. You said something really good before you showed the tape, and that's the fact that we're starting to prove, we know that the brain uses ketones as its source of energy.
In your great documentary, you say that we've gotten nutrition downright wrong. That's your quote, downright wrong for years. How so?
Absolutely, because in the Western diet, most of our diet is based on carbohydrates and sugar. We need to bring those things down, and that's what I'm trying to do, because I want to be around. I mean,
I want you to be around too.
Absolutely. I want to be around. I had a beautiful family, a beautiful wife. I want to be able to be here for her. And after having the stroke, for a while I started, dabbling in keto before the stroke. But I'm telling you, it has really been since the stroke that I am really trying to get 100% and go overboard, because I know the neuroprotection I'm going to get out of it.
So this is not just about eating right the way you think you need to eat right. We got to think about it in a whole different way.
Yes, sir.
And a lot of you aren't ready for that, which is why I thought I'd figure out where you all are by asking all of you, the members of the audience, to fill out a little blank piece of paper that had a sentence, the beginning of a sentence. And the sentence said, fatty foods are, and then blank page. And what did the people say?
This one says, fatty foods are artery blockers.
Yeah. Well, that's one thing I'm concerned about. I talked about that earlier, right?
And again, it depends on the type of fat, right? Because trans fats is what our problem is. When you were talking earlier about, people eating pork rinds, that's made in trans fat.
Yeah.
That's why. How about the silly statement that fat doesn't make you fat? As a matter of fact, it helps your body process fat. We need dietary fat to have good nutrient absorption. We need it for lots of reasons, and we kind of made fat out to be the villain, and it's not. It's the sugar that's the villain.
So come on over here. Montel worked with experts all over the world looking at the ketogenic lifestyle, and it looked at specifically the effect not just on the body, but on the mind. So let's walk everyone through exactly the theories on why keto might be so beneficial. Because we've had people on this stage saying, if you want to deal with Alzheimer's symptoms, keto's the way to go. MS, keto.
Absolutely.
Recovery, stroke, keto, a lot of things, but it might be good for you if you haven't any of those things, right? Because if you're like this, imagine what it could do for you if you don't have the barriers.
And you don't just have it, just happen to have just had a stroke. So think about what you could do right now. Everybody sitting in this room, everybody watching at home, they could change their life, change into a healthier lifestyle if we just recognize the fact that we've been sold a really bad bill of goods.
All right, so the brain normally consumes carbohydrates as energy. That's what we always thought was the main thing, and it really is. However, some studies in animals suggest that simple carbohydrates can potentially increase inflammation.
The nemesis for neurological disease.
Yeah, makes everything more difficult. You can't heal with inflammation. But when you stop eating foods that are rich in carbohydrates and instead replace them with foods that are rich in fats, all these things that I'm showing up there, the brain uses the ketones from that fat as energy. And this may reduce the inflammation in the brain and can protect you against certain diseases which can X out and remove because your body can heal itself better. So what benefits have you noticed in your lifestyle since going ketogenic?
I noticed, before again, when my issue was high blood pressure is probably what caused my stroke. My blood pressure has been almost steady, on a steady path. My weight has been, I'm 62 years old, and I'm walking around with a 31-inch waist. So I'm holding it down.
Makes me jealous.
And I don't have to think about it. That's what's so good about it. I mean, I know that, a lot of people are suffering with weight issues because you think about it all the time. You change over to a ketogenic diet and lifestyle, you have to stop thinking about it because it just happens.
So I got a guess for you. O'Meara's here. Been a huge fan of yours, and she was diagnosed with MS
How are you?
in 2016.
Good. Glad to see you're doing well.
Okay, so you're a recent diagnosed
Yes.
patient of MS. Montel's been there, for 17, 18 years.
Yes.
You have a question for him.
Yes, I do.
Sure.
I've been on a weight loss journey for quite some time, and I find it sometimes to be like, I get bored quickly.
Sure.
So how do you follow the keto diet and not get bored or tired?
I hate the word diet, Doc, and you have them all. If all the diets that are online work, there'd only be one.
Right.
But there's about 1 million of them. So skip the word diet. You have to get into a lifestyle change. Okay. That's what's so important. I know you're working out and exercising, but if you start to shift over to make fat your energy source, I will guarantee some of that fog that you have in the brain will start to clear. You'll start to have a little bit more energy when you wake up in the morning. You'll be ready to go rather than, oh, woe is me, give me another cup of coffee. So there are things that you have to do, and stop thinking about it so much as if you have to meet this regimen. Look, I'm on a ketogenic diet, but I do cheat every now and then, but I don't call it cheating. It's like every 14 or 15 days, if I feel like eating something, I'm gonna eat it.
Sure.
And guess what? After 14 days of keto, you don't feel like eating it anyway. Skip the cupcakes, because you just don't want it. You take a bite of them and you go, You can just know that once you stop putting them in your body will start craving them.
He used to be a cookie guy.
Yeah, cookie freak.
So if you can find it easy, you will too. Up next, one of Montel's personal wellness experts is here to show you what to eat to unlock the power of fat-burning and age-defying benefits of this ketogenic lifestyle, including an insider's trick to launch your body into ketosis quickly. It's a hack you won't want to miss.
This isn't just about overcoming sickness. This is also about preventing sickness.
Right.
Being proactive. I don't want people to walk away from this and think that, Montel's telling people with MS what they should do. No. If I can do it with MS and you don't have anything, holy moly, what would happen to you if you did something?
I am back with Montel Williams and wellness expert Naomi Whittel, who has seen dramatic transformations of people who've been practicing keto the right way. They're about to reveal exactly what you can do to get the best results. But first, Naomi, you've got a lot of people you've taken care of. You have some before and some afters. I just want people to see this so they understand what we're talking about.
It's so incredible to see these kind of before and afters. Now, these are individuals that watched the docuseries, The Real Skinny on Fat, and they transformed their life. This is my CFO. He dropped 68 pounds. But what's way more important, Dr. Oz, is he got off of 14 medications. He went down to 1. And so all of these individuals did it by going from being sugar burners to fat burners. Less carbs and more good fats.
And this video, our docuseries is available. I think they can go on your website and download it.
Yeah.
They can go on Naomi's website, download it. You get the information. Over 80 doctors around the world contributed to this. These are some of the top doctors in the world. Because I didn't want to give you any bulk, stupid information. I wanted really good hard science.
Good for you. Come on over here. I'm going to show you what Montel's eating. Naomi, you're going to hold us honest on this.
Yes.
I would have asked Montel because I believe him, but since you helped design the program, I wanted to hear it from your lips. So what does he have for breakfast?
So Montel eats hard-boiled eggs, lots of good fat in his smoothie, and then if you go to his lunch, he's having a poke bowl, but he's having it with salmon, so he's getting the omega-3s, he's getting his avocado, so many good things in this delicious
It looks
meal.
tasty.
And, of course, everyone loves, noodles and fatty meatballs, and what you're getting here is you're getting zucchini noodles, so you're not getting the carbs.
What she's not telling you about, there's a little secret weapon that's inside of all this, and that's called creamy MCT oil.
Come on over here. I want to show you that. This is an important
Absolutely
issue.
amazing.
There's a lot of snacks to what you get to get you through the day.
Yes.
Yes.
And this creamy MCT oil is something you add to a lot of these snacks. Here's one thing. This is an important booster. Montel and Naomi like it so much they actually sell the stuff. So first explain why you like it to be creamy.
Yes, okay. So I love creamy MCT because what it does is it bypasses the digestive system, goes right to our liver, and allows us within 4 hours to be producing twice as many ketones. It is the shortcut to keto. And I like it to be
The secret
creamy
weapon, sure.
because it's so gentle on the body.
So what kinds of snacks do you eat, Montel?
You can eat it in a shake like this. This is a really good shake. It's a vegetable shake, but it's got MCT oil, it's got coconut oil, it's got coconut water, it's got chunks of coconut in it, all blended up so that you're getting that good natural fat. And the other thing about this creamy MCT oil is that you can have it in coffee. You can make it in things. You can make it in this is really macadamia nut cups.
So what's in these?
So these have macadamia nuts, so they're filled with the good fats in there and creamy MCT. Isn't that?
Oh my goodness.
Is that so good? Okay, wait.
Oh, really good. Keep talking.
Love it. Okay,
Absolutely.
so here is our absolute favorite, right, Montel?
Absolutely.
And you're gonna love this, Dr. Oz. You gotta take a taste of it. I can't wait.
This is an ice cream, but you make it so that you can make it. It'll stay in the refrigerator for about 3 to 4 weeks, right? But taste this, and this will blow you out the door. Ready?
So you're not.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, it's so rich. This is really keto ice cream?
Yes.
It's keto ice cream.
I can't believe you can make
the
this.
recipes. The recipes on Naomi's website. You can make this at home.
Bex, we're going to put all the recipes for all of these MCT oil snacks on DrOz.com. Please make these chocolate things and store them. Use them as your snacks. Be sure to check out Montel's new documentary, The Real Skinny on Fat, streaming online right now.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss out on new videos to live the good life.